Why do people record themselves or let themselves be recorded when they know they're saying something offensive and inflammatory, and they also know that those comments are going to spark public outrage? Why do they do it? In today's session, I'm going to be using a case study of two stories to explain this point. One of an EPL referee that was recently suspended because he made derogatory and inflammatory comments about a former coach. He thought that I was in his company of his friend, made his statement, and now he's been suspended for it. I guess you could say he thought that he was offside, and the internet played the advantage. And the second story we are going to discuss is of a trad wife, in quote, a TikToker that wanted to go viral, made all of the inflammatory comments ever, and it actually worked for her because she ended up working at a conservative platform in the United States. So what does that say about us as individuals and as society? Join us as we scatter the yarns of this topic together, and please do us a favor, press the like button, subscribe if you're new or yet to do so, follow the podcast, and leave your own comment in the comment section below. Let's scatter yarn. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another session of Scatter Yarn, where we discuss how society affects our behavior. I'm your guy, Toves. Hope you're having a beautiful and fantastic day. If you're not having a beautiful or fantastic day, I hope something comes your way that makes you smile. And if it lasts for more than a week, please speak to someone. Right, thank you. I don't say this enough. Thank you to everyone that is streaming. Thank you to everyone that likes and shares and subscribe to the podcast. I really, really, really appreciate it because it goes a long way and encourages us and motivates us to keep doing more. So let's go into today's particular episode and today's stories. Let's start with the referee. What he thought was a private conversation between him and what I can guess he thought was his friend actually leaked years later. The person that was recording him was a former cricketer in lockdown. They still did social distance in the video as well, which is quite ironic. The video was filmed in 2020. It was a match between Liverpool Football Club and Burnley Football Club, and the manager at the time, Jurgen Klopp, was not happy with the officiating, and he had words with the referee, right? And the referee was not happy about it, and I think he went home, told this particular cricketer is locked down, people were bored, and they decided to make a video. If you've not seen the video, I'm going to share the video right now, and it's the way I'm sharing it from is from a Twitter handle from someone called Josh LFC. Okay, so bear with me, let's play this video. Here we go.
What did you think of the Liverpool game earlier when you were fourth official?
Liverpool was shit.
What do you think of Jurgen Klopp?
Absolutely.
What would you say? Why would you say that Jurgen Klopp was a
aside from having the right pop at me when I refereed against Burnley in lockdown, then he accused me of lying, and then just had the right pop at me, and I've got no interest in speaking to somebody who's arrogant. So I do my best not to speak to him. Milner's alright.
Right, let me just keep on that place. The one that actually got a lot of people ticking, because I think that one, using the C word is bad in itself, right? It's bad, right? But people can still understand, people still throw that word anyway in society. You can go the route of, is Premier League referee is meant to, be held to a higher standard, blah, 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 right? People have the right to be offended, especially if someone calls you a liar and things like that, right? That's for me personally, and for most people, that's not the part that they're angry with. It's for this other part. I hope it's somewhere here.
Social distancing, right? We're turning it apart.
We have to social distance.
So he's also taking a mickey there, social distancing. That's not 2 meters apart, but anyways, let's go.
James Milner. You get someone James Milner.
You can see me there with mask on.
Yeah. Mask on, obviously.
Yeah. Kills me, but we don't. Social distancing, right? We're turning it apart.
We have to social distance.
Yeah. So, but oh my God, German come for me.
That's the one. That's the part that got everyone wary and got everyone annoyed.
Jurgen Klopp's a cunt. Liverpool are all fucking bellends, and we hate Scousers.
Right. So he called Jurgen Klopp a German C word. And this is the funny part of it. Let's see if I can make this bigger. Yeah, this is the funny part of the video. Very, very funny here. Right.
No, just to be clear, that last video can't go anywhere. Seriously.
He's a Premier League referee. Let's not ruin his career. Like, let's face it, we're good blokes, but we can't ruin a bloke's career. But we're not that bad. Also, he's a legend. So let's not ruin his career.
Isn't it ironic? Right, it's very ironic. He said the video cannot go anywhere, but the person that's recording already has plans for it going everywhere because he said let's not ruin his career. So they released the video together. Mad, right? The regretful part is him saying Jurgen Klopp is a German C word, right? The word C word in itself, fair enough. People insult each other all the time, but when you put a nationality in front of it, then it takes a different meaning. So, for example, if you say Toves is stupid, for example, right? That's fine. Yeah, no problem. But once you say Toves is African stupid, then there's a different meaning, isn't it? Right? So basically, adding a nationality to something takes it from just being inflammatory, derogatory, to being downright xenophobic and racist, right? I remember a similar situation with Mesut Ozil, a German footballer, and someone used those same phrase to actually describe Mesut Ozil at the Emirates, and the guy was barred for life because he was seen to have said something racist. Again, this guy was recording himself. This guy, what we thought was his friend, he was relaxed, locked down, breaking all the rules. He didn't break the rules on the pitch because he had a mask on, right? He didn't break the rules on the pitch, but right there in the house, he was breaking the rules, no social distancing, recording himself. What he thought was for fun now turns out to be out there in public. Okay, now this guy is actually been suspended and under investigation. But for me, it isn't just about him though. He literally said to the guy, this video should not go anywhere. But the guy is saying, oh yeah, it's a Premier League referee, don't let us ruin his career. Which means that even though he was literally saying to him, don't let this video go anywhere, the guy still had intentions. That's my interpretation. I don't know if it's true or not. I can't read his heart. But my interpretation of the way of the last sentence is that he still had intention of letting it go. I'm sure he still showed people who showed people. And, now the guy's career is over. First of all, he said the racist thing, so his career should be over. No, his career should be over. He should have some form of repercussion. If the football fan was banned for life, maybe he should be banned for a certain number of games or not refereeing the EPL again. He can still do something else in society. Like it's not the worst comment ever. But it's just that everyone has a smartphone now and people's mic are always on. Even though we are not recorded, even when we're not being recorded, we should act like we are. Because you never know. You never know who's listening. I say this. I'm not being virtue. I'm not trying to be a virtue. What do you call now? A virtue signaler. But I'm sure people have recorded me doing the most awkward things ever in this world, and I never want them to come out. But that's the problem. A lot of us still believe in safe privacy. We think that what we are doing with our friends, our little joke, our little, what we think that we're in the comfort of our friendship. We have a safe zone. People say, you're in a safe zone. We literally think that we're still in a safe zone, but it is not. Especially if you hold a position of power or you do something that is of public hierarchy. Unfortunately, safe privacy does not exist. In the previous episode, I talked about the Baltazar Ngonga 400 tapes, his own self-recorded in his own closet. Those were leaked out to the public, right? And now this guy was in his own safe space with his friend, thinking he was having locker room talk with his camaraderie, but he's actually ended up in trouble. And there's also more videos of him, sniffing cocaine, and that's a different conversation anyway. I think he should be done for those ones, bad for those ones. But basically, again, is there a safe space? Should we still be making inflammatory remarks this day and age? Should we still be saying something offensive with camera on our face, even if we are in the trusted one? You let me know in the comment section below, please. All right, let's go to story number 2, because this one is about the TikToker. Unlike the referee, she was not caught off guard. She recorded herself, said all the inflammatory things, and actually leaned into the controversy and said a lot of provocative things that made people angry. And she got 1 million of views because controversy sells. Right? Bear with me and let me play that video if you've not seen it. The video, I think this controversy happened sometime in June this year, so bear with me. So I'm going to play this video from my NBC15.com. Okay, let's press play.
Okay, this time I have a beef with the male community. I give my criticisms to all because we are all about equity and inclusion here, right? So I'm sick and tired of all girls getting blamed, or like guys, certain guys, thinking that all girls are gold diggers. I don't know if it's because you get your information from those street interviews in like Miami at 3 a.m. outside of a nightclub. You're getting the opinion of some dumb whores, and
that's number 1. Inflammatory statement number 1, right? Let's keep count, right? Like I said, she was going for it, trying to get us, like, chuck everything in there and hope one of them is going to get different communities mad and things like that. That's number 1.
And immigrants fresh off the boat looking for.
Number 2, she knows that people are triggered when the word immigrants are mentioned, especially in the West, especially in UK, especially in the USA. There's a lot of political agenda run about immigrants and illegal immigrants. So the first one, the dumb, yes. Second one is illegal immigrant, fresh off the boat. Let's keep going.
For a green card. Yes.
Looking for a green card.
Gold diggers, but that's the exception. I'm the rule. Everybody I know who's married right now, they're married to broke asses. That's
number 3. Right. Again, she's going all the way for it. I think the other 2 were bad in itself, and the last one was the one that a lot of people said, the one that actually took her viral. Even this the headline of this one says TikToker fired after saying the N-word. All right. Basically. Yeah. So I think those were the ones. Those were the inflammatory things, right? She went viral. She got sacked from a job, and here's the funny thing: she didn't apologize. She didn't say none of that. Actually, she doubled down on it. And here is a video of her apology, and that is her name, Lily Gaddis.
So a recent video of mine seems to have upset members of a certain community, and all the backlash just really made me, just really do a deep dive, like do a soul search. And after all of that, I still couldn't find a care.
Let me just play the little bit there.
The backlash just really made me, just really do a deep dive, like do a soul search. And after all of that, I still couldn't find a care.
Right, so that was her apology. That was her apology for using using some inflammatory and offensive tactic, right? Again, she was not sorry. Why? Because, like I said, controversy sells. She got her millions of views, and she ended up actually getting a job in a conservative platform where she was celebrating for doing and saying those things. All right, so people know that being offensive is the new marketing strategy, but the question is, who is buying? Right, even a lot of corporations, we've seen in the last 10 years, we've seen Coolest Monkey in the Jungle t-shirts, or a sub commercial where a black lady is taking her top off and she's becoming white, and things like that. Or even movies, Little Mermaid. The only way that to get it all of the hype that it wants, release only the parts where of Little Mermaid and say people are being racist and blah 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 blah. Like it's just mad that people actually are drawn to controversy. people actually drawn to controversy. Even the recent concluded election, there are a lot of negative and offensive things being said just to try to get people to vote on both sides. On both sides. One is calling one a fascist, the other one is saying enemies within and things like that, right? So our story highlights something that's uncomfortable to us. We reward bad behavior. Social media algorithm love engagement, and nothing sparks engagement like outrage. The likes, the shares, the hate comments. It's all about attention. It's all about power. And the woman played the game very well because she won. She turned shock value into a career, getting the job that she probably wanted, and she was celebrated. Right? It's easy to judge her. But think about this. Isn't she reflecting what society rewards? If we stop clicking offensive comments, it loses value. But as long as controversy keeps paying, someone will always step up to cash the check. Right? So what do these two cases, our referee and this trap life TikToker, tell us about ourselves? First, they show us how much the lines are blurred between private and public. The referee thought he was speaking privately, but society said, sorry mate, no secrets here. And the TikToker, on the other hand, saw the public stage and said, lights, camera, provocation. Second, they reveal how much we crave attention and validation. For the referee, the validation might have been the friendship, trying to stay cool with his friend, even though he was saying in the most inappropriate things. And for the TikToker, it was the dopamine of the likes and the shares. But here's the real kicker. Here is the real twist. Both are product of the same system. The referee got caught because society demands accountability, especially for people in position of power. On the other hand, the TikToker succeeded because that same society rewards people who pushes boundaries, even if those boundaries are offensive. It's like two sides of the same coin. Heads, you're cancelled. Tails, you're viral. So, as usual, I like to round up with some would you rather questions. This one are very, very interesting, and I would like you to think about it. I might answer some, I may not answer some, but yeah, they are. Would you rather trust a close friend with your deepest secret, or take your chances with writing it in a locked digital diary? I repeat. Would you rather trust a close friend with your deepest secret, or take your chances writing it in a locked digital diary? Right? You let me know which one you rather do. For me, I think I would like to think my friends are my friends. I'm not living anything in a digital space, so I think I might still trust my friend with my deepest secret compared to, having a locked digital diary. Right? You let me know what you think in the comment section below, or just think about it, whichever one. I'm happy with both, with either really. Second would you rather question is, would you rather go viral for a controversial opinion or become famous for a completely fabricated scandal? Question again. Would you rather go viral for a controversial opinion or become famous for a completely fabricated scandal? This one it's a kicker. Which one would I rather do? I think I'll rather go viral for a controversial opinion, because I would like to think that I'm not going to say anything derogatory or try to say anything offensive on purpose. All right, I have to say on purpose because you don't know what people are going to be offended by, but I like to think I'm very, very logical and considerate. But then again, you never know. Now, people's how should I say now? People's line, the line that people draw that you shouldn't cross. Okay, I'll do two more and then we'll round up. Would you rather have every tweet you've ever written resurface, or every text message you've ever sent made public? Would you rather have every tweet you've ever written resurface, or every text message you've ever sent made public? I think this one I'm going for tweets, or ma'am, I'm going to go for tweets. Text messages, there are so many things. All of the insult, all of the annoying text, and I'll leave it there. Tweets, there are some that were very, very bad, but I still think the tweet one yeah, for me, I'll go to it. You let me know what you think for this one. Please let me know in the comment section below. I'd like to read them in the comment section below. And the final would you rather is: would you rather apologize publicly for a mistake you didn't make, or defend something you did but don't regret? Would you rather apologize publicly for a mistake you didn't make, or defend something you did but don't regret? This one, please let me know what you think in the comment section below. So where do we go from here? For starters, we need to be more conscious of what we say and how we say it, but we also need to reflect on the society that we are building. Why do we celebrate controversy? And why do we punish people harshly while giving others platform to thrive? The referee story reminds us that what we say in private can have very public consequences, and the TikToker story shows us that provocation can pay off, but at what cost? Think about integrity, right? As individuals, maybe the answer is simple. If you don't want it leaked, don't let it leave your lips. But as a society, the answers are harder. Do we reward authenticity, or do we keep feeding the outrage machine? Until next time, stay curious, stay thoughtful, ask questions, and remember, in the digital age, your past isn't just history, it is just a hyperlink. This has been the Scatteryan podcast. Thank you for listening. Thank you for streaming. Please press the like button, subscribe, and please check out the app if you're an Arsenal fan or if you just watch football. All right. Thank you very much, and I'm going to catch you in the next episode. SCFR, use your brain.